it's Mr. Lee, aka Outpost 51, and this is my review of 2024. Now, where am I, you might be asking? Well, it's Monday the 23rd of December, and for some reason, I could be in the middle of nowhere. This lovely bleak landscape that I'm currently in. But yeah, I'm on my way to an abandoned factory for like my yearly visit, and it's a bit sad really because the place is in a really sorry state of repair, or disrepair I should say. It's practically falling apart, but I've been documenting it over the years, the gradual decline of this place. But we'll get to that when we get there. We're about another half hour away walking, because it is in the middle of nowhere, in deepest, darkest Blaenavon. Anyway, the review of the year. Let's just say the first 6 months started off like a house on fire, as I celebrated the start of my 40th year, my 40th journey around the sun. And in February, of course, I had a trip of a lifetime to America to experience Mardi Gras Day in New Orleans, experience the French Quarter, go to Memphis, the home of blues, jazz, and Elvis. If you're into that thing, I'm not really a fan. If you watch the video, you know. And then on to Chattanooga, and yeah, it was great times. Then in May, I went down to Cornwall, explored the coast, did a lot of walking, saw the May Day festival in Padstow, which is really great, tapping into those old pagan vibes. And then in June, I went to Dungeness for an overnight stay, but that was another suitably bleak landscape, albeit on the coast. That is where the Prodigy filmed their videos for Invaders Must Die. It was just surreal landscape. It's cold, alright? Give me a break, that's why I'm slurring my words a bit. I haven't been on the alcohol yet. It is that time of year. But yeah, and that was all in June. And then for the last 6 months has been kind of, well, a bit slow, as you could tell by the channel video uploads. I mean, the last one I probably uploaded was the Dungeness trip, which was filmed in June, but I didn't get around to putting that up until maybe about a couple of months ago. But yeah, content has been slow the second half of the year because I've just lacked inspiration to do anything, to be honest. I've been keeping myself busy with, obviously, with work, and also with gigs. I've done like 8 gigs this year, which is infinitely more than what I normally do. I usually do 1 or 2 gigs a year, but this year I've been like, let's get into it. And that's what I have done, and I thoroughly enjoyed everyone. But that has meant that you guys haven't seen as much content as I would have hoped in this latter half of the year, to which I can only apologise. But inspiration, that particular muse, hasn't been with me for the latter half of the year, in contrast to my mates and that who've been regularly uploading pretty much every week. So what can you do about it? But yeah, you may have noticed back in Halloween that Forsaken Paranormal, a ghost hunting group that I set up and was a part of a few years ago, has been brought back to life, Lazarus style. But if I'm honest, I don't know what to make of it. Well, I've been part of several paranormal groups, often with the same group of friends. Members come, members go, blah blah blah. And I'm a bit jaded with it all, to be fair. The past few investigations haven't helped, where nothing's happened. I'm a bit tired of the stop-start nature of it all. We get a group going, set it all up, get the equipment, everybody's full, high energy, and then it just goes. So I've been, Toast Adventures, became Forsaken. Then that collapsed initially in 2020. Then I did a couple of investigations as a guest with Portal Paranormal. Then that kind of migrated into the Paranormal Fellows. But then that went, and now Forsaken's back, but at the moment my heart's not in it. I'll be brutally honest with you. I think it's due to this lack of inspiration I have. I don't know what locations we can do. I don't want to do the Skirrid again because that's been done to death. East Drive, that was thoroughly disappointing the second time we've been there. I want new stuff, but where can you go? Obviously we abide by a budget. We're not going to pay over the moon for stuff, but what locations can we do? What can we get? And my mind is just completely blank on that. Yeah, so Forsaken Paranormal, like Frankenstein's monster, it's been revived, but the body's alive, but the brain isn't. And I don't know what the answer is, but maybe we can get together as a crew and decide what we're going to do moving forward, because I hate the long gaps between videos. I mean, we did that October Halloween one and did explain that it's going to take time to get content up, but yeah, it just hasn't happened, so we'll wait and see on that. But anyway, it could be a slow panoramic reveal time now as we go around this bend of my destination for the day. That's a bit longer than I thought, actually. I thought it was just around that bend. It wasn't. It was a couple of bends away, so cue dramatic pan and reveal. Zoom in. Our destination is up there. Zoom up me, for God's sake. Right. So, yeah, that's where we are. Yeah, so it's been a good year. Obviously, there's been personal stuff going on, which have been a constant nagging issue in the back of my mind. And work-related stuff. Again, well, the time of restructuring and everything, it looks like that's around the corner. That's another thing. Let's try and get positive. It's the end of the year. Yeah, I initially had no plans for the day. I was thinking, I'm just going to do nothing. Put on a few games, put on a few films, you know, chill out. Then, as usual with me, my body may be knackered, but my mind is like, no. You cannot do anything. People are out and about, and you know, you get that sense of guilt. So anyway, here I am, overlooking Big Pit, which you can kind of see in the distance there. Blaenavon, going all the way around past Garn Lakes, and then over, well, on a good day, over my shoulder you can see the peaks of Pennyvan and Cornvie and the Brecon Beacons. So yeah, next stop, the abandoned mine. It's too cold to think. We've taken a detour from the path to a location I haven't been. Wow, it's going to be over a decade at least. And I didn't film it at the time. It was just me and my mates exploring, just having a laugh. But yeah, in situ, I believe it's still in situ, although I could be wrong, of course. There's a bit of winding machinery. Still got part of the cable still attached there. Maybe going down to something underground. Obviously the tunnel's been filled in, but yeah, would have been pulling up like the coal slag and everything. Maybe from the pit, I don't know, or from the mine we're about to go to. So in the distance there, if I give you a brief zoom in, it's the world famous Big Pit in Blaenavon. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. You've got a weird trackway there, maybe part of a subterranean tunnel, who can say? And then it's pretty much a straight line till you get this winder here. Now obviously it would have been attached to additional machinery to help pull load up, but there is, I think, evidence of a trackway there. Maybe you can just make out the remains of. If somebody knows what this was for, if it was a winder for Big Pit or for the mine just around the corner, let me know in the comments below. Or never filled in shaft. Yeah, just part of the industrial heritage of the southeast Wales valleys, really. Right, we've made it, and first impressions are, wow, I'd be amazed if this place is still standing this time next year. Every year has been a slow decline, but the past couple of years especially, it's been very, very rapid. Most of the roof is gone. There used to be a bench with like a vice on it there. Somebody's got a trolley up here. Fair play to them, good effort. And somebody's been driving through here as well. Because I noticed that there doesn't seem to be any mine carts left. Probably taken for scrap value. So this side is completely exposed now. I think the fencing was still up there last time I was here. Definitely been some kind of vehicular activity, and the shafts now are completely filled up because there was a shaft there and another one further on. I'm trying to think of that. I wasn't going to see me sink into mud, to be honest. At least that's still there. Conveyor belt winder, but the belt's all been torn up. Mad to think that the shafts have been completely filled in. So this side seems to be faring a little bit better, because at the back of these is where the stores used to be for all the equipment for the mine. All the mine carts have gone. Amazing. What I'll do, I'll put a link in the description to the other videos in the series that talk about this location. Put them in a playlist so you can see it over the years. But what's all this about? Because the other shaft used to be here, I believe. Sections of the roofing have either blown down or they've been pulled down. You see the warp in the frame at the end there. That ain't natural for a start. Some machinery's been out there trying to tear it all down. What is the plan for this site? Or is it just random destruction? Remember first coming up here, you still have cupboards filled with nuts, bolts, washers, all sorts, everything. But yeah, this just is a shell now. Like the side of this room or one next door, and you had cupboards all the way around, filled with bits and pieces. This is mental, folks. Aha. So these are still in place, these shells. Obviously some have still got the labels on. Various parts, clutch assembly. What's that? Fixed. What? Fixed hanger B66324 327. airbag front. Rubber. Near side rubber, compound rubber. See? Mad. And it's all gone. Stuck on a little bit of wire there. Another storeroom. Getting some shelving in there. Again, completely stripped by the looks of it. Dead sheep in the corner. And the old power room. Obviously all been stripped. Yeah. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to be this bad. I mean, I guess it's still standing, but this may very well be the last time I visit here. But it's been a yearly tradition now for over 10 years, and this is where I try to fly my drone. Well, I did fly my drone from outside straight in here for a little bit before I check it out, thinking, right, I've only just had this drone, I don't want to go crashing it into things in the middle of nowhere, because they are expensive. But there we are, guys, that is a tour of the mine. Ticked off the list, possibly for the last time. Very sad. So my plan is now, all being well and provided the ground isn't too boggy, is to take a walk up over there, up over onto the mountain itself, and then basically do a massive lap down back to where we started, and then it'll be back to the car, and then hopefully I can go home and chill. Well folks, that was my last video of 2024. Thank you very much for sticking it out this far and for watching all my content this year. If it's that time of year where I wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if you celebrate it. If not, hope you get some time off over the next couple of weeks to rest, recharge, reconnect with loved ones, etc. Nothing but peace and love, as Ringo Starr once said famously. Look it up, there's a video on YouTube. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. And hopefully 2025 will be a more productive year. Thank you.